All right, folks, here's a video walk around of the Steinway. We're just going to start right here and show you some of the wood grain patterns. It's kind of hard to, come on around this way. Let's start on this side right here. Lighting in here makes it kind of hard to see. I'll light it up with a flashlight. You can see the great quality of grain that we've got right here. This is a mahogany that has been stained a lot like a rosewood. It's not exactly rosewood, you can tell the difference, but color-wise it's very, very similar. It's got some beautiful grain patterns along here. There's some few little minor places I think we had seen earlier when we were looking it over. We had a very minor little scuff right here. And I know, let's come on around this way. I had seen a little spot. See, there's a little spot right here. Now, some of this we can touch up and make a little bit better, which we will do, but I'm making everybody aware. We've got a little spot right here. This is actually probably where it was rubbed out when it was refinished and just got a little bit too close. We've got a little stress crack right here. But this is all very, very minor. And even in person, you have to be looking at it really, really close. Here's some genuine Raglan Piano Company dust that we've got right there that obviously we'll clean out. But the cabinet on this is very solid, 9 out of 10. It is an absolutely beautiful finish. It's a lacquer finish. You can see in the reflection right here that the pores of the wood are filled. Some places like even automotive industries and that, when they coin displays, they'll advertise a piano finish on this particular piece of furniture, and that's what this is. A proper piano finish has all of the wood pores filled, and it's a smooth finish. You don't see the where the finish is soaked into the pores. But all the way down this side here, beautiful wood. It's just a beautiful piano. This piano is we're the second family to own this piano. It was made in 1916. And I've got documentation where my father bought this from descendants of the original owner. And restored it for his own personal use. This was restored sometime, we bought it sometime around 05. And then he would have restored this sometime around 2009, 2010. So we'll work our way around the front here. I'm gonna go ahead and open it up. Everything's been redone, refinished in here. I'm gonna go ahead and raise the lid on it as well. Get a look at the inside here. All of this this is all new strings in here. We'll work our way around here up to the bridges. This is the correct soundboard decal. Interesting note, I could maybe light that up a little better. Interesting note about this decal. Each one of these decals represents, I think the Tsar of Russia's in there. I think Wilhelm from Germany's in there. We'll have representatives of a lot of the major European countries in there. And this decal was used up until World War I, because after that, a lot of these guys were either deposed or dead. So if you see a Steinway that's made after World War I with this decal, it's not correct, but it is correct for this model being a 1916. So underside of the lids, just as much attention was paid to it. It's gorgeous, beautiful. Backside of the music rack here. This was a top quality professional restoration because my father was a professional restorer in Memphis for several decades, and he redid this piano to be his personal piano. He passed away, roughly 12 years ago, and it's time for us to put this in the hands of somebody else who can appreciate it. I guess we'll just keep on going here, Casey. So here's the key set right here. Why don't you move down to the bass, and I'll just run a little chromatic scale, and then we'll just kind of go from there. Steinway model A3. I did not mention that at the beginning of the video, but this is the 6'4" scale. The A they make today is a shorter scale. This was called the B killer back in the day because sound-wise, this would rival a Steinway B, the next size up. It's got a very, very full sound, very rich sound. So in the looks department, this one's fantastic. The sound department, this was fantastic. The touch has been professionally re-regulated. My father restored it, as I mentioned, maybe around 2010-ish. And we've just gone back through and redid the regulation. It did not need very much because it had only been in use for a few years before he died. But we've gone and refiled the hammers, leveled the keys, And these are the original keys except for a few replacements. This is the key tops that came with the piano when it was new. I think there were maybe 6 or 7 keys that were chipped that needed replacement. We did that. So correct nickel plating for the piano. Basically a professionally restored for a piano technician's personal use instrument. So if you have any questions, I'll put my email in the description below. Thank you.